Real Housewives producer Lauren Miller dies in childbirth. Stars and fans mourn. Real Housewives boss Lauren Miller died in childbirth. She worked on RHONY and RHOSLC. Shed Media announced her death after giving birth to son Jackson. Real Housewives boss Lauren Miller has died in childbirth. The television executive worked across several iterations of the hit Bravo franchise throughout her career, but production company Shed Media announced that she had passed away just minutes after giving birth to a son earlier this week. In a statement posted to Instagram, they said, "It is with devastated hearts that we share that our beloved colleague Lauren died unexpectedly just moments after giving birth to her baby boy." Lauren leaves behind her husband, Kevin, 3-year-old daughter, Emma, and newborn son Jackson. A GoFundMe page has been started up in Lauren's memory, which has so far raised $131,000. The company went on to ask fans to consider donating to Lauren's widower as he adjusts into his unexpected role as a single parent, just to make sure that her children are taken care of. The statement added, "Please consider donating to help Kevin take on this unexpected role as sole provider of the family." Of all the things Lauren loved most, being a mother was at the top, and ensuring that her children are being taken care of would mean everything to her. Kevin also left an emotional statement in the comments where he asked fans to pray for his family. He wrote, "Lauren is the love of my life, and I was blessed by God that she chose to spend her life with me and give me 2 beautiful children to remember her every minute of every day. Please pray for our family, and thank you all for the prayers, kind words, and thoughts. God bless." During her career, Lauren had worked on both The Real Housewives of New York City and The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and several stars from the franchise paid tribute. RAOC star Tamra Judge wrote, "Prayers for her family friends. This is absolutely heartbreaking." Whilst RHOSLC's Heather Gay simply left a broken-hearted emoji, and RHONY star Sai Da Silva posted string of crying emojis. In a heartbreaking and sudden turn of events that has left the Bravo world shaken, beloved Real Housewives producer Lauren Miller has tragically died during childbirth. The devastating news broke early Sunday morning, sending shockwaves through the entertainment industry and leaving stars and fans reeling in grief. Lauren, just 38, was more than a producer. She was a force behind the camera, a creative mastermind whose fingerprints were all over some of the most iconic Housewives moments. From the explosive wine tosses in Real Housewives of New York City to the glittering drama of Beverly Hills, Lauren had an uncanny ability to find the heart in the chaos. She was respected not only for her storytelling, but for her compassion, discretion, and fierce loyalty to the women she worked with. According to a statement from her family, Lauren died from complications during the birth of her daughter, who miraculously survived and is said to be in stable condition. The baby has been named Grace Lauren Miller, a name already carrying the legacy of a woman who changed reality TV forever. She was a bright star behind the scenes, Andy Cohen wrote in a deeply emotional Instagram post, accompanied by a candid photo of Lauren laughing on set. Lauren Miller was not just a producer. She was a sister to so many of us in the Bravo family. She understood the women, the drama, and the strength that made The Real Housewives so iconic. I'm shattered. The tributes came in waves, pouring across social media as fans, housewives, and fellow producers tried to process the loss. "She was the one who believed in me when no one else did," wrote Kyle Richards of RHOVH. "In a world that often wants to tear women down, Lauren lifted us up. My heart breaks for her husband and baby Grace." Bethany Frankel shared a raw, teary video on TikTok, recounting how Lauren supported her during her departure and return to RHONY. "She never wanted the spotlight, but she was the spotlight in our lives." Guarded cast members like Nene Leakes and Lisa Vanderpump took to Instagram to share their pain. "She understood us. She never judged. She just wanted us to be our real, messy, vulnerable selves, and that's what made her great," wrote Nene. "This hurts. This really, really hurts." Lauren joined Bravo in 2010 and quickly rose through the ranks due to her unique ability to tell women's stories with empathy and flair. Unlike many producers who stayed in the shadows, Lauren created deep bonds with the cast, becoming a trusted confidant to housewives across cities and seasons. She was known for late-night phone calls, spontaneous hugs in the glam chair, and the rare gift of making even the most guarded stars feel safe enough to be real. She once told me, "I don't need to create drama. The real stuff is always better," recalled Garcelle Beauvais. She was right, and she made sure our truth was told. Behind the scenes, Lauren was also a fierce advocate for mental health resources for reality stars. She was instrumental in Bravo's recent push to ensure cast members received post-season therapy and support, a change many credited with saving lives. "She saw what fame could do to people," said Leah McSweeney. "She wanted us to have the tools to handle it. She was ahead of her time." Despite her professional accomplishments, Lauren remained intensely private. She married her college sweetheart, Adam Kaplan, in a quiet beach ceremony 5 years ago, far from the Bravo lights. The couple had struggled with fertility for years, making the pregnancy a long-awaited miracle for them both. Friends say Lauren was ecstatic about becoming a mother, decorating the nursery in soft pastels with tiny gold crowns, a nod to her housewives' royalty. "She told me she was going to raise a little queen," said Margaret Josephs, her voice cracking in a tearful Instagram story. "And now she's an angel watching over her." A memorial service is planned for next week in Los Angeles, where several housewives are expected to attend alongside Bravo executives and production crew. There is also talk of a tribute episode or retrospective being aired in Lauren's honor, a rare move for someone who worked behind the camera, but one fans are already demanding. "She deserves more than a title card," wrote one fan on Reddit. Lauren shaped this franchise. She helped raise a generation of women who saw themselves, their flaws, their mess, their power, on screen. A GoFundMe page has been set up for baby Grace, who will be raised by her father with the help of extended family and close friends. In less than 24 hours, donations surpassed $500,000, with Bravo fans leaving messages of love and sorrow from around the world. "Your mama was a legend," one donor wrote. "She brought joy into our homes every week. We will never forget her." In an era of disposable fame and fleeting attention, Lauren Miller's impact stands apart. She didn't seek applause. She built a stage for others, lovingly and relentlessly. And in doing so, she helped redefine what it meant to be real, not just on television, but in life. Rest in power, Lauren. You were the realest of them all.